Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of Let's Play Battlefield Yugoslavia Season 2. Now that all-out war has begun between us and the Western imperialists who have sponsored the KLA, it has become the duty of the Yugoslav army, the Vojska Yugoslavia, to end this conflict as quickly and as easily as possible. This entails crushing the KLA forces once and for all, and therefore we have brought out heavy weaponry to make sure that this goal is achieved. Unfortunately, I haven't the best at using this heavy weaponry, as you can see by my terrible flying skills. I will, however, try my best to put this plane to good use, since it's been quite a long time since I last flew in a jet, or any aircraft to be honest. So to make sure that this jet is used to the best of its abilities, I am going to leave it on the road for a more adept pilot to fly it. We did it! There we go, our first successful landing, though it's right in KLA-controlled land. Things could be better, but at least this means we've managed to infiltrate behind their lines. 3 terrorists dead already. This looks like a promising start. Unfortunately, these terrorists are here in legions, and it will take quite an effort to defeat them. Especially now that we have to economize on ammunition due to international sanctions, which have been reintroduced following a 3-year suspension between the end of the Bosnian War and the beginning of the Kosovo War. These sanctions, of course, are based not only on military transactions but also on civilian goods, meaning that the people of Serbia and Montenegro, and perhaps Bosnia as well, all the territories that currently form Yugoslavia, have been left with terrible shortages of goods. Navigation on the Danube has been closed, and the entire Balkans are suffering as a result of these punitive Western sanctions. Now, of course, there are some brave souls who are fighting to smuggle goods across the border, and although there are many profiteers among them, what is most important is those who fight to do this, to achieve this in the name of justice, who are helping to put bread on the table of the Serbian people. And with this economics-related tangent aside, I've got to get back to retaking this monastery. We have recaptured it, which means that we are safe and secure once more. Using this captured Kosovar vehicle, which was most likely captured from us at an earlier date, we shall strike relentlessly until the KLA forces surrender. Unfortunately, they're putting up some good resistance. But we'll put an end to that soon enough. We'll need an armored vehicle to conduct our next attack. And I see the perfect one for the job. A beautiful T-55 main battle tank. Scourge of Bosniak jihadis and Croat Ustaše, with CCCC, only unity saves the Serbs, plastered on the front. The heavy armor and the potent gun of this tank shall leave the Kosovar Liberation Army terrorists bleeding. They shall be reeling after this. Now let's go and bring ourselves down to bear on these bastards. On these scum. Just like the cockroaches that they are, they're successfully surviving these blasts. It would take nothing short of a nuclear explosion to wipe out these Albanian dogs. But by God, if we need a nuclear explosion to wipe them out, then I will create one. The glory of Serbian Orthodoxy shall be capable of splitting the atom and destroying these foul jihadists and fascists. Because we need to stop them here. As you can see, they are raising the national flag of Albania, showing clearly that their allegiances lie abroad. And these traitors to the Yugoslav nation shall suffer the worst punishment of all. Not only shall they be killed, but they shall be judged by the Lord himself. And it is essential that we stop them now. Because if we allow the KLA to come out of this conflict triumphant, they will be spurred on to invade Montenegro and Macedonia as well, to establish the greater Albania that nobody wants to see. Nobody except the imperialist circles outside of the Balkans. The Turks, the Germans, the Americans, and many others. But the KLA are naive to think that they can triumph today. The last man who believed that he could triumphantly undermine Yugoslavia to create a greater Albania was a certain Benito Mussolini. And we all know what happened to him. He received a bullet, and he got hung upside down from a tree in public. And I can say that he probably realized that this was because he attempted to create a fascist greater Albanian state. And all those who support the KLA today, who fund it and who train it, shall suffer the exact same fate. Bill Clinton, Gerhard Schröder, and many others shall receive the bullet, the sacred bullet of serfdom. And I would be honored if I can be the one who delivers it. Now, our attack has proven successful so far. I was about to say that these Albanian rats lack anti-tank capabilities, though the rocket that they just launched at me right there proves the opposite. Nonetheless, we have captured the main areas in this valley. The hills are under our control, and all we have to do now is cross the bridge, capture the Albanian base across the river, and end this battle for good. Do you seriously think that grenades will knock out a T-55A? The pinnacle of Eastern Bloc engineering? If so, then you are gravely mistaken. You shall suffer in hell for attempting to undermine the unity of Yugoslavia and of Serbia. The sacred unity which we have risen up to defend, just as we did in 1389. I apologize, Jovan Kapitanovic. It's nothing intentional. That's some friendly fire, it happens everywhere. Hopefully it'll happen less among the Yugoslav army. Now let's cross this bridge to put an end to this virus at its source. The Albanians do not deserve Kosovo. If you ask me, they do not deserve a state. And with this roadkill now that I shall tie to my license plate, I shall give a sign to these subhuman infidels that Kosovo je Serbia. honestly, the fascist tendencies among them are quite clearly shown by the fact that they're all wearing black shirts. No doubt provided by the Vatican in Rome and the neo-fascist fool John Paul II, who, as a Polish Slav, ought to be supporting the Serbian efforts to destroy this insurgency. However, he is in the pocket of international finance and of the forces of evil. And he, alongside all the traitors, shall burn in hell for attempting to detach Kosovo from the Serbian state. Now would you look at this, a captured helicopter gunship that we're going to recapture in the name of Serbia, in the name of Serbdom. The Albanians are out of bases. Their time is up. Though it seems that their insurgency is nonetheless still going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm going to get myself an armored vehicle and make my way over to that base. We won't be needing any chalk because luckily CCCC has already been written on it. The quadruple C Mafia is here and it's going to kill any ship tar that gets near. The bridge has been lost. But do not worry, because our victory shall come in quite a hurry. We have an array of armored vehicles and tanks ready to crush these Kosovar swine, and we are ready to revel in their blood as if it were wine. The Kosovar state, or whoever claims that it may exist as such, shall come to its end. And to this effort a hand I shall personally lend. They are blowing themselves up already, but fear not. I shall crush them and seize all that they've got. I shall give them all that I've got, that's for sure, because my Serbian heart and my conscience is pure. And with this patriotic poem reaching its conclusion, I declare now proudly that we shall crush all collusion between the Albanian scum and their foreign supporters within Europe and beyond its borders, arms dealers and weapon hoarders. They shall suffer and they shall fall before us on their knees. These bastards shall crawl, begging for mercy from the Yugoslav army, a concept which we do not understand when we are fighting against terrorists who have taken our land. And we shall declare proudly, with gun in hand, Kosovo je Serbia, this is our land. With that impromptu poem over and the battle over as well, I would like to thank you all for watching this installment of Battlefield Yugoslavia. It has been a resounding victory of the patriotic Serbian forces against these immoral, corrupted KLA crooks and their foreign sponsors. We have achieved yet another victory, and yet another reversal has been struck against the NATO alliance in its terrorist campaign against the Yugoslav people. Let us all pray for similar victories in the future. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this episode, and if you're enjoying the series. I have been the Nerd Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye!